Welcome back, boys and girls, to part 3 of our video adding 2-digit numbers using a number grid, or if you have a hundreds chart at home, using a hundreds chart. Okay, you can also add 2-digit numbers on a number line that goes up to, I'd say, at least 100, but that would take a little bit longer, as I just showed you in the last video, adding 2-digit numbers using a number grid part 2. I showed you how long it would take to count 33 hops on a number grid, okay, or a number line, okay, because you'd have to count by ones on a number line each time, okay, so that would take a little bit longer, and you would definitely need a number line that goes from 0 to 100 at home if you're using only a number line, okay, and some of the strategies I'm showing you in these number grid videos involve moving up or down on the number grid, which means you're counting by tens. Okay, so it's much easier if you have a hundreds chart or a number grid at home. Okay, and the reason is you can count by tens and ones instead of just counting 45 hops or 25 hops. Takes a long time to hop that many times. Okay, so that's why it's a little bit quicker if you do these types of problems. 45 plus 25 equals using a hundreds chart or number grid. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to walk through this last math problem together, and then I'm going to give you one to see if you can try it and figure it out on your own. Here we go. 45 plus 25 equals what? Okay, so our first strategy, our first step to solving the problem would be, for me anyway, always start with the larger or smaller number. What do you think? The larger number, correct. So the larger number out of these two is which one? You got it, 45. Okay, so we're going to start with 45, and then we're going to add 25 more. So let's go down to the 40s. Oh, here we are on my number grid and move over until we get to 45, and then we'll stop. Oh, and I need to switch colors too. We'll use red again because it shows up really well. Sorry about that. Okay. So here's where we're starting. I'll put a little line under it. 45. And we're going to add 25 more. Okay, so if we look at the number 25, how many tens are in this number? I'm pointing to the digit that's in the tens place. What is it? 2. So there's 2 tens in 25. That means we are going to add tens 2 times. 10, 20, because 2 tens is 20, and there's a 20 in 25. Okay, so if I'm going to add 10, am I going to go this way, up the number grid, or down? What do you think? Point with your finger and show me, or show someone at home. If you said we're going to go down in this direction, you are correct. Okay, excellent. So we are going to go down how many times? 2, right. So each time we go down, it's 1 10. And we have to add 2 tens. That means we go down 2 times. Ready to count by tens until we get to 20? Here we go. So here's 45. Now let's go 10, 20. And we landed at 65. Okay, I underlined it so you could see it on the number grid, 65. Okay. So 45 plus 10, 20 is 65. But now we have to add how many ones? 5. Good. We have to add 5 more ones to 65. So if I'm going to add ones, am I going to go up the columns of the number grid, down, this way, backwards, Or am I going to go forwards or this way? What do you think? This way, good. We're going to hop by ones just like we would on a number line. Okay, we already added 10, 20 to 45. Now we have to add 5 ones or 5 more. Okay, so we're just going to move 5 hops in this direction to see where we land. You ready to count to 5 with me? Okay, so we're at 65. Now 5 more is, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I am at the sum or the answer, 70. So 45 plus 25 equals, we're pretty sure the answer is 70. Okay, 70 is the sum of 45 plus 25. Okay, just to review, we added 2 tens and then 5 ones like this, 10, 20, and then 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And we landed on the number 70. Okay, so 70 is the sum of our addition fact. If you wanted to check it going in a different order, you could start with the smaller number, 25, and add 45 to it. Okay, let's try a little bit faster that way. So this time we're going to start at 25. Draw a squiggly line this time. And we're going to add the number 45 to 25. Okay, so this time we're going to be counting 4 tens. That'd be 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 5 ones. Okay, so to count by tens on the number grid, if we're adding by tens, I should say, which direction do we go again? Down. Good. We go down the number grid, down the columns. All right, so here we're starting at 25, and we're going to move down. And we're going to count by tens until we get to 40, which is 4 tens. Are you ready? Here we go. 10, that's 1. 20, that's 2 hops. 30, that's 3 hops. 40. So we already moved down 4 times. So that means we already added 40 to where we started, 25. So we went 10, 20, 30, 40. And we landed on 65. So far, so good. Now we have to add the ones. How many ones are in 45, boys and girls? Correct, 5. So this time we're going to start with 65 and we're going to add 5 ones. So we can actually sort of retrace our same hops from last time. Okay, so we added 40. Now we're going to add 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. That's 5 hops going this way, and we landed on the same thing again, which is the number 70. So the sum of 45 plus 25 is definitely 70. We tried it both ways, starting with the larger number, 45, and then adding 25. And then we started it with the smaller number, 25, and we added 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. And both times we got the same answer, 70, which means you're probably correct. Now, instead of doing what we did in the part 2 video, where we start here and count 25 hops this way by ones every single time to check our answer. If you want to check the answer, you can pause the video right here where the screen's nice and straight. You can see the whole number grid. If you want to pause the video and check by counting by ones, you could start with the large number, 45, and just count 25 hops and see if you still get the same sum of 70. Okay? So if you want to pause the video and count 25 hops and see where you land, feel free to do that now. If not, I'm going to go ahead and show you one more way that we can check it by adding with place value only, not even base 10 blocks. This is a hard strategy, so make sure you pay close attention. Okay, so when we have a 2-digit addition fact written like this, sideways, and let's pretend like we don't really have time to use our old school strategy and we already use the number grid. I'm going to show you a quick way that we can check to see if we did it correctly without the number grid. Okay, so if you look at 45 and 25, we see a 4 in the tens place in 45 and 2 in the tens place of 25, okay? So, remember, we got 72 times. That was our answer. Here, let's see if we get it a third time. So I'm going to add my tens and my ones by going across, okay? So 4 tens is 40, 2 tens is 20. Okay, do you know what 40 plus 20 is, boys and girls? If you don't, let me ask you this. Do you know what 4 plus 2 is, boys and girls? 6, excellent. So if you know that 4 plus 2 is 6, then 40 plus 20 is 60. Okay, so that means a 6 is going to go in the tens place. So our answer is going to be 60 something, right? Because 4 tens is 40, and 40 plus 2 more tens is 40 plus 20. That would be 60. I'll go ahead and write the whole number there, 60. Okay, now I have to add the ones. So if I look at the ones place in 45, I have 5 ones. Hey, and I also have 5 ones in the number 25. So both numbers have the digit 5 in the ones place. Okay, what is 5 plus 5, boys and girls? 10. I can't really fit 10 here because that would make the answer, whoa, way too big of a number. Okay, so if I added my tens place, 40 plus 20 got 60, and then I add my ones place to that, 5 plus 5 is 10, my answer should be 60 plus 10 more, which is 70, okay? If we know that 4 plus 2 is 6, that means 40 plus 20 is 60, and then 5, 10 more, 60 plus 10 more is 70. That's one way that we can use place value to check our answer. And look, I ended up with the number 70 again. Just to recap or review what we just did there, we added 4 tens, that's 40, plus 2 tens, that's would be 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, plus 5 more would be 65, and then 5 more again would be 70. Okay, so we got the answer 70. That's 4 times now in a row we came up with the sum 70. So that means we are definitely correct. 45 plus 25 equals 70. Okay, so if you kept up and you did a great job, give yourself a round of applause and kiss your brain. Okay, and feel free to answer this next question on your own. Better yet, if you've already logged into your student account on DOJO, you see that I set up portfolios. You can respond to this activity in your portfolio. Okay, I'm going to give you one more math problem, and you can show me that you added the 2-digit numbers using a number grid or hundreds chart at home, and share with me what your answer is. Are you ready for the you do part of the lesson? Okay. If you don't think you're ready, if you said no, you don't think you're quite ready yet, feel free to go back and watch this video and watch the part 2 and the part 1 videos as many times as you need to until you're ready to solve the next problem on your own. Okay? So here is your 2-digit math problem to solve at home using a number grid, and then share your answer with me on your student DOJO portfolio. Here is your problem. 41 plus 22 equals what? So using your hundreds chart or number grid at home, or pulling one up on the computer, printing it out if you need one, print it out. You're going to add 41 plus 22, and you're going to share your response with Mrs. Pendleton on your DOJO portfolio. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, and that wraps up all 3 parts of our adding 2-digit numbers on the number grid math lesson. Thank you so much for working so hard from home, and I would rather be doing this in person with you in the classroom right now, but I appreciate your patience and your hard work and your dedication to all of your learning, even when you're home. Okay, thank you for watching, boys and girls, and I miss you so much. Air hugs. Bye.